Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bosch. The number of clean diesel models in North America will double by 2014. Bosch Clean Diesel. Good, clean, fun. Bridgestone. Your journey, our passion. And by Dow Automotive Systems. Improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com.
This is Autoline Daily for January 11th, and I'm standing in the middle of the Ford display as Ken Block does circles around me in a Ford Fiesta. How about it, Ken? What do you think of everything that's going on here at the auto show today? Nah, I'm just making it all up. This is some video thing that they got. Come on, we'll show you the new cars. And what you're looking at here right now is the new Lincoln MKZ. Hypercritical introduction for Lincoln, because this really signals the new form language that Lincoln Design is going to be adopting, as well as this is the signal that Lincoln is really going to get serious treatment from the Ford Motor Company. No more jazzied up versions of Fords. What you're looking at is something that is built on the Fusion platform, but you'd never know it. The doors are different, the side aperture is different, the roof is different, all the glass is different, and that really creates a unique signature for this car, a unique silhouette. I love the taillights too, kind of Jaguar-esque if you ask me, the way that they've done this thing. And inside, they've got a really nice interior with a console that's really supposed to evoke the feeling of a suspension bridge. You'll see a lot of space underneath there, really opening up the look of the interior of the car. And as I said, hypercritical introduction for Lincoln. And now what you're looking at is the Falcon F7. Boy, I never saw anything like this at the show. I didn't know what the Falcon was or the F7 is, and that's part of the allure of the Detroit show, is coming and seeing things that you never saw before. This is completely built from the ground up, from scratch. It's got an LS7 V8 in it. They're saying that this is about 2,700 pounds. I think they were claiming 650 horsepower. It's a monster. And guess what, folks? This is built in Holly, Michigan. The goal of Falcon is to revive building cars in Detroit again, but not just mass production cars, but doing something really cool here. And this is one of the surprises at the show for me, because I've never heard of this company before, and that's one of the things I love to do, turn a corner and find something that I had never seen. And now, suddenly, it's not 2012, it's 1952. This is the 300 SL race car that Mercedes-Benz brought to the show. And the reason that they brought this really cool-looking car is they're also pulling the wraps off the brand new SL, which you can see in the background behind it. But you know what? If I had to choose between the two, I'd go with the 52. And from 1952, we jump to 1982. You're looking at the first Honda Accord that was built in the United States. And of course, the reason that Honda trotted this old model out was to contrast it with the concept version of the Accord that they've got at this show. And boy, what a dramatic improvement over what they've got right now. Honda knows it's really got to step up its styling, and we're seeing that in this concept of the Accord Coupe that they brought to the Detroit show. And if this is indicative of where Honda is going to go, it's a good first step. In 2011, Buick introduced its first small car in a long time, the Verano. Now I'm sitting in the Buick Encore. It's really a baby-sized version of the Buick Enclave. And yet, even though this is a very short vehicle, it's a tall one. So there's really good headroom inside, good legroom inside. You sit in a very comfortable position, both front and rear. And then in the back, there's a decent amount of luggage space inside. So all in all, very important vehicle for Buick debuting at the auto show. But coming up after the break, we're going to tell you what the car designers of the world think are the best intros for production car and concept car. That's coming right up.
For drivers who want to get the most out of their cars, it's Bridgestone or nothing.
Okay, we've shown you some of the top production and concept cars that have been shown at the 2012 Detroit Auto Show. But at the end of the show is one of the coolest awards. It's what they call the Eyes on Design Award, where about 24 automotive designers from all different kinds of car companies from all over the world walk the floor, and they choose what they think are the best concept vehicles and the best production vehicles, and then they vote on what they think is the best. Okay, so they thought the best concept vehicles at the show were the Chevrolet True 140S, the Lexus LF LC, and the Lincoln MKZ. And the winner, as determined by the automotive designers, was the Lexus LF LC. Here's some of the things that Kevin Hunter, the head of Kelty Design for Toyota, had to say about the car.
The Lexus brand is changing right now. It's evolving into its next phase, and passion, emotion, sexy design, that's what we're all about moving ahead. One thing we try to achieve always, and as part of the Lexus brand also, is innovation. And we always look at, we call it surface innovation or form language, and that's really important to us. And we spend a lot of time looking for inspiration. You know, where do we find something new that's going to delight the customer?
I think that was pretty awesome for Toyota to win that award from all of its peers. Okay, now let's get to the production cars. As the designers walked the show, they thought that the best production cars were the BMW 3 Series, which they called pure BMW, the Cadillac ATS, which they called a clear evolution of the Cadillac theme, and the Ford Fusion. And according to the designers, the best production car of the show was the Ford Fusion. And here's what Murray Callum from Ford Design had to say about winning the award.
No, it's fantastic, especially from our design peers. To do that is to get that is really sort of a great sort of ending to a very hard project, but a really great project and something we've really enjoyed working on. Jay Mays actually said, okay, let's do a drop-dead gorgeous car, and that sounds easy to do, but we really wanted to do a car that everyone just sees and is instantly surprised, but at the same time instantly likes it. And so far the reaction has been very positive to the car, and we think we've got a really good job in our hands.
Well, in the background here, you can see the reception for the designers who just won the Eyes on Design Award. And that pretty much ends the Detroit show coverage that we've been bringing you. It's been an awesome show, very upbeat, lots of things to see. And this wraps up this edition of Autoline Daily. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.